We are currently being threatened by a major hurricane in the Atlantic, so we thought it would be a great time to make a hurricane cake. Hi, welcome to Cake Mom. I'm Abby, this is Emery, and on this channel I will share with you guys some of my tips and techniques as well as recipes to help you with your home baking projects. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hitting the notifications bell so that you can see when we post our next videos. So, traditionally, a hurricane drink is made with a couple different kinds of rum, some passion fruit, some lemon, or some lime, depending on where you learned this about. A little bit of a spin off of it, a lot of people like to add orange juice and a little bit of grenadine to kind of boost the flavors. So that's what we're putting in our cake. Ready? So normally it's got light rum and dark rum, but we're just going with a gold rum because it's a cake.
Well, I need a drink.
So this is a recipe I've come up with. You can change it up if you want to, but this is how I do it. I'll post the recipe in the description below, and we're just gonna get started here. All right, can you help me unwrap that one? I'll unwrap this one. Put it in the big bowl, okay? Good job. Turn it up high. We're going to add some granulated sugar. Good job. Turn it up. Faster. All right, so now you're gonna add your eggs one at a time. So go ahead and crack it. Get hard and put it in the bowl. Here you go. All right, so now we're going to combine our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients and alternately add them to our creamed butter, sugar, and eggs.
I'll do it.
Put that in there. Just for the sake. All right, we're going to combine the flour and the other dry ingredients. Now we're going to alternately add these to that. That means take turns. So while it's mixing on low, flour first, dry ingredients first. Okay.
What else?
So now you want to scrape down the sides and kick it up to high gear for about 30 seconds. You don't want to overmix it. You don't want a tough cake.
Are you still gonna put the lemon? Mom, look at my fingerprint. You got my finger.
You know you're a baking nerd when your batter turns out perfectly and you're just like, oh, I love it so much. If you notice, I didn't add rum into the cake. You can, if you want to, take a little bit of one of your other liquids out. I am going to add the rum in syrup after the cake is baked. Drizzle it with some syrup that has some rum and some of the other flavors.
Can I do syrup?
So basically we're going to make a hurricane syrup and drizzle the cake to just make it even more hurricane-y. We're going to bake this at 350 for about 20 to 30 minutes until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. It might take more like 45 because I'm doing smaller cake pans. Just depends on how big your cake pans are. So we're going to dye some of the cake batter orange and red and make a hurricane. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna throw these in the oven. We'll be back in a minute. All right, so So now we're gonna make our hurricane syrup. What I have here, some passion fruit juice, some orange juice, a little bit of lime juice, and a little bit of grenadine, as well as some sugar. And I boiled it on the stove for about 2 to 3 minutes, took it off, cooled it down, and then put some in a squirt bottle. Probably about 2/3 of the way full. And then some rum. So I stacked and filled my cake and I covered it in buttercream frosting. I forgot to put the syrup on the first time, so I took it apart, put it in there, put it back together. You know, I am not perfect, but it's gonna come together, it's gonna be delicious. So now we're gonna decorate it. My Hurricane Dorian cake. He's coming. Everybody get safe. Don't freak out. There's no reason to panic. We've survived a lot of hurricanes. I'm a little scared, but you know, it's fine, it's fine. Everything's fine. If you've liked our video and you haven't yet already, please consider subscribing to our channel and hitting the notifications bell so you can check out some of our other videos that are coming up. I hope you have a great night. Bye.